Hi, I'm Amy. Let's get into our bar workout today. So bring the hands together at the heart in prayer. Start to close the eyes. Standing tall and just noticing how you're feeling today. Lifting up through the arches of the feet. Lengthening down through the tail. Relaxing down through the shoulders. Lifting up through the crown of the head. Start to deepen the breath. Good, and start to open the eyelids. Inhale, lift and reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. And again, inhale, big breath, reaching high. Exhale, lowering the hands down. Last time, inhale, big breath. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Taking a steeple grip now, so almost James Bond style. Index finger and thumb extended as you reach up and over to one side. And back to center, up and over to the other side, reach. And center, good. Taking a hold of the right knee now. If you need something to hold on to, you can always use your bar for support. And just rotating the ankle one way and the other way. Good. Take your left hand to your right shin and reach your right fingertips back, open twist. Again, you can be holding onto your bar for support if you need. And back to center with control, very good. Let's take the left leg now, starting with your ankle circles. Keep lifting through your core and your supporting leg for balance. Good, and from here, let's take the opposite hand to the shin, reaching back. Find your twist. And back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale, big breath, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Planting the palms, stepping it back to a strong plank or half plank if you need to lower the knees. And take a deep breath here. Connecting with the core. Beautiful. And from here, lowering all the way down to the belly. Squeezing the elbows in towards the side body. From here, bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Take a little baby cobra, loop the shoulders down and away. Good. And lower down, bringing the hands under the shoulders now. A little bit bigger. And lowering down. And perhaps a little bit bigger. And lowering down. Beautiful. Tucking the toes. Again, elbows hugging in. Pressing up through plank or half plank to your downward facing dog. Take a second to pedal out the feet. Stretching through one heel, then the other. Getting into the calves, the backs of the legs. Pressing the chest and shoulders towards the mat. Pressing into all 10 fingerprints here. Good, one more breath. Lovely, ground down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right toes. And exhale, knee towards your nose, stepping it all the way up and through today. Ground down through your feet, rising up to your crescent lunge. One deep breath here. And opening up to warrior two. So again, pressing down into the pinky toe, deepening the stance if you need to. Pressing the shoulders down and away. Think of a broad back here. So extending from fingertip to fingertip. Good, then inhale, reach it up. Toes facing outwards equally. Exhale, lower down to goddess pose. Good. So keep thinking of the energy from the crown of the head to the base of the tail, lengthening it long. This is a power pose, so feel strong in this position. Then inhale, reach up. Bring the big toes to face forwards and exhale, wide-legged forward fold all the way down. Good, you might be up on your fingertips. Maybe the hands can come to the earth. Bring the right hand to center, lift the left fingertips high. find a spiral twist. And back to center. Switch hands, reaching up. And back to center. Good. Turn the right toes forwards and come to a side lunge. So lowering down, you might be up nice and high, or you may be able to bring the hips lower to the earth. Use the hands to support you here. Wherever you are, make sure the knee's not dropping forward but coming over your toes. And with control, rotating to a front-facing lunge. Deep breath here, lengthening through the hip flexors. Plant the palms, step it back to a strong plank or half plank position, lowering down to the belly or halfway for chaturanga this time. Tucking the toes, coming to upward facing dog, and then lifting the hips up high, pressing the heels down. Good. From here, ground down through the right heel. Inhale, lift the left toes. Exhale, squeeze them up through center and step them all the way up and in. Reaching up now for crescent lunge. Big breath here. Then reaching up and open for warrior two. Deepen your stance if you need to. Just check that your left inner thigh is engaged and that front knee isn't dropping forwards. Very good. Inhale, lift up, two toes facing slightly diagonal forwards, and exhale, lower it down. So really engage your shoulder blades here, pulling them down and back. Lovely. Inhale, reach it high, toes facing forwards. Exhale, fold. Bring the left hand to center, reach the right fingertips high. And down. Other side. And lower it down, turn the left toes out, come to your side lunge. And then rotating towards your bar. Forwards facing lunge, deep breath here. Stepping it back to plank or half plank position, lowering down to the belly for cobra or halfway down for chaturanga to upward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Good. And then bend the knees, look forward, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift or flat back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Good work, everybody. Let's come forwards to our bar for our curtsy lunges. So we're going to turn the toes out slightly so that again our knees are tracking over our toes. We're going to take the right leg behind us as if we're going to do a curtsy. So curtsy it down and stretch. Good. So nice and deep and low. Again, the front knee is tracking over our toes. And if it's not, just turn your front toes slightly further more forwards. Good. So this rotation of our legs is coming from our hips. So from the tops of the hips spiraling around. Good. Squeeze your inner thighs at the top as well. So whole leg is active here. Good. Two more. Last one. Pulse it down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. That's it. Lovely. Keep a nice long spine. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunge down. Tap your toe to the side for a tendu point. Curtsy down. Point to the side. So curtsy behind. Point and stand tall. That's it. So just adding on to our sequence now. Beautiful. Both legs bend. Both legs straighten. Both legs bend. Both legs straighten. Last two. Last one. Adding on again. This time, curtsy back. Lift up to retire. So a retire is with our toe to our knee and our knee out to the side. Good. So again, our knee might be slightly further facing forwards, depending on your degree of turnout. So wherever that rotation is for you. Good, last one. Let's add on again. So we're going curtsy, toe to knee, extend your leg, tap it down. Curtsy low, toe to knee, extend your leg, tap it down. Again, down, toe to knee, extend, lower last time. Beautiful, keep growing tall. Now lift and lower your leg to the side. Big breaths, make sure you're not turning your body towards your leg. Keep strong on your standing hip. Last two. Last one. And stepping to a big second position. So heels in, toes out. Bend and stretch. Rise and lower. Bend and stretch. Rise and lower. Good. Keeping that tailbone lengthening down. We're going to try not to stick it out as we take our plie. Imagine your back is sliding down a wall. Good, and pressing up onto your demi-point, which means up onto the ball of your foot. Nice and high so we can increase the strength in our calves. Last two. Good, last one. And hold it low in your plie. We're going to take a sideways port de bras, reaching up and over. And center. Reach your arm up and over. And center. We're always keeping one leg bent, so we can keep our quads working and keep our legs really active. Good, just keep your arms moving gracefully. That's it. And hips stay at the same height, they're just traveling across the same plane. Beautiful, one more each side. Get as much reach as you can so you're engaging your side abdominals. And back to center. Let's take our left leg back for our curtsies. Here we go, down and up. Just nice and simple to begin with. Ordinary curtsy lunges. Again, take this time just to check that your knee is tracking over your toes. If you look down, take a little peek and check that your knee is tracking both knees because they're both turned out. Good, and try to make sure that your hips are right in the middle of both legs, and that you're not too far forwards or backwards. Good, almost there. Last two here. And we're going to pulse it down. Pulse, pulse. So remember, staying low, keep it nice and even at the same height. Good, 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Keep squeezing with resistance. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy to a tendu. Curtsy, point your toe to the side. Good. When we point our toe to the side, it only has to be opposite our supporting toe. So it doesn't have to be right out to the side of our body. This is so that we can keep our degree of external rotation through the hip. That's it. So if I was doing it facing you, you'd be able to see my heel coming forward rather than my foot. Good, last two. And last one. Now up to our knee for retire. Curtsy down, retire lift. Each time taking a nice big curtsy lunge. Try not to make them less deep than they were before. Try to keep that range of movement nice and big. And again, opening the hip out. Beautiful, 2 more here. Keep the body high as you go down, and let's add our extension. Extend your toe, lower down, curtsy down, toe to knee, extend and lower. Very good, that's it. Lovely. So we want to imagine our head reaching in the opposite direction, getting taller, not sinking down. 1 more. Hold it out to the side, lift and lower. Try not to let your hips turn forwards. Really keep that inner thigh facing in the front. Last 2. Last 1. Step it into your second. And you've got your plie, stretch, rise, lower. Good. Keep it going. Almost there. Nice and strong. Shoulders down and back. Again, nice and deep. You're going to keep that range of movement nice and big. Lovely. Last 2. Perfect. Last 1. And hold it low. Side port de bras with our condo reach. Good. That's it. So pointing the foot this time as you reach up and over, getting as much diagonal reach as you can. Keeping your body low. Again, it moves across a sideways plane, staying in the same height. Good. 1 more each side. Lovely. And from here facing me, crossing your leg behind in another curtsy stance. Ready for some arms now. So we're going to take some swan arms down and up. The same curtsy sort of lunge position. Just maybe a little smaller because we don't have the bar for balance. So again, tracking front knee over front ankle. And you're just flapping your swan wings down and up. Perfect. Squeezing and zipping your inner thighs together at the top. Soft, beautiful fingertips. So we initiate from our elbow to lift us up. Good. As you lift the arms, remember not to lift your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders down. Beautiful long swan necks. Last 2. Last 1. Step to second. Swan arms high. So little flutters. Push sideways in a high V. Good. 3, 2, 1. In the middle. Good. Keep that nice tall posture. Even though you're just thinking about one body part, you've still got to have whole body awareness. Good. 3, 2, 1. Push it low. So staying in a low V, but still energy. Good. 3, 2, 1. Back to the middle. Getting into the shoulders here. And 3, 2, 1. Right leg behind. Curtsy lunge. Other side. Good. Lifting and lowering the arms. As your arms start to get tired, try to keep the fluidity of the movement. They will start to get heavier. And that's okay. You got this. Stay strong. Beautiful. You're nearly there, everyone. Keep calm. Keep graceful. Good. 2 more. And last 1. Let's step to second. High flutters. Push, push, push. Good. That's it. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. In the middle. Beautiful. That's it. Keep that long neck, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. A little bit lower. Keep pushing out. Push. 3, 2, 1. And to the side. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. Hold. And lower. Good. Roll the shoulders if you need to. Let's come on down to the ground. So we're going to come into a side plank now, facing me, either with your knee down for a modified version, or you can come into your full side plank, holding here. Deep breaths. Good. Nice and strong. And with control, rotate to your forward facing plank. You can always tap the knees down if you need to, but still make sure you're pressing right away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. Rotate other side. Again, modified or full. Well done. Stay with it, guys. Hang in there. 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse plank. So keep turning around, fingertips facing towards you and lifting your body up in a nice straight line. Good. And lowering the hips here. From here, bending the knees, keep your fingertips facing towards you, and you're going to take tricep dips here. So lowering the body and lifting it up. Good. When you take your tricep dips, make sure your elbows aren't splaying out to the side. You want to keep your elbow creases facing forwards, making sure your elbows stay nice and narrow. So parallel. That's it. You're welcome to stay here with the hips still on the ground if you need to. Or if you want a little more, feel free to lift the hips off the ground to make it a little heavier and take your tricep dips here. Good. So either option, you're welcome to join me with the hips lifted or keep them lowered down. Maybe you build up to this variation another time. It also might depend on the degree of flexibility through the shoulders. Last 3, and 2, and 1, and lower the hips down. Well done. We're going to come down onto our backs now for some bridges. So go ahead and roll down through the spine, and we're going to place the hands by sides, heels in quite close to the body, and setting up for our bridge. So we'll peel the hips off the ground, lifting up, and then slowly rolling back down. So it's like you've got press studs all the way down your spine. Ripple all the way up, and then press stud each vertebrae as you roll down. So initiate with the tuck of the pelvis, lower spine, and then peeling down one part of your spine at a time. Lovely. So smooth, continuous movement. That's it. So when you get to the top, make sure that you're not splaying your knees out. Keep them really parallel and engage your glutes at the top. There's no ocean that can drown out my fire. Beautiful. We'll hold this next one up at the top of our bridge position. Little tiny pulses here. Every time squeezing your bum at the top. Squeeze. That's it. Keep lifting. Keep your knees parallel as if you're holding a ball or a yoga block between your knees. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Lower down. Good. Lifting the hips all the way up. We're going to press into our left foot and release our right foot. Extend your toes up and lower the right leg down with control and lift it up with control. Same leg. Lower it down. Keep pressing into that left foot and lift. Hips might be a little closer to the floor than they were before, but keep pressing them as high as you can. And lift one more time. Lower, keep reaching away. And lift. Bend your right knee in and place it down. Roll down through the spine. Let's roll up again. Ready, rolling up. Pressing into your right foot this time. Lifting your left leg in and up. And slowly lowering it down, lifting it up. It's like a Grand Batman action. Big kick, that translates to. And lifting up. Good. Keeping the core strong and the hips even. You're going to try not to tilt the hips at all as you go. Keep them straight up towards the sky. Good, press into that right standing leg. You're getting there, 2 more. Stick with it, eyes just right up to the sky once you've got the hang of it. Last one. Bring it in. Lower the knees. Lower the body down. Beautiful, good. And extend the legs out long. We're going to bring our arms to our fifth position above our head. So crowning our head as we lift the upper body for an upper body sit-up. We'll lift the right leg to a parallel attitude. And then big circle with the arms as you lower the upper body. And left leg now. Lift and curve the upper body around the leg. And then lower and scoop the arms to fifth. And again, swapping legs each time. Beautiful. Big exhale as you lift up. And inhale as you lower down. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. Good. This is your last one on this side. Lovely. And this time lifting both legs. Upper body stays the same. So inhale, big breath coming up. And lowering down with control. Good. Coming up. And lowering down. Make sure both ranges of movement are just as controlled. So the up and the downward part of the movement. That's it. 2 more like this. Lovely. Last one. Holding it up this time. And we're going to take a little pulses. Reaching the upper body forwards. If you need extra support, feel free to take the hands on the backs of the thighs. Otherwise, reach the arms forward. Tuck your chin slightly. And 3, 2, 1. And lower it down. Beautiful job. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and roll onto our bellies. Finishing with a little bit of back work before we wrap it up. Reaching the arms out long. This time we're going to take our froggy swimmers. So we're going to bring our legs into sort of like a plie as we pull our arms back to a cactus arm position. And extend and lower down. So upper body lifts and pulls back. Lower body, we bring our heels in towards our hips. Good. Keeping the knees out as sideways as you can. Again, thinking of pinching that pencil between your shoulder blades. Beautiful. 2 more like this. Very good. Lucky last one. And down. Nice work. Let's start to press it up to tabletop position. We'll finish off with a little stretch. So bring the right foot through and forwards, coming to your low lunge. So you can either today lift the back knee, holding it here, or lower the back knee if that feels more comfortable for you. Good. Make sure that the front knee isn't protruding too far over the front ankle. Make sure we're stacking the front knee over the ankle so we're not getting too much into the knee joint here. Good, and taking some deep breaths. And from here, lifting the hips up and back, flexing the front toes as you go. Getting into the hamstring and the calf. If you need a soft bend in the front knee, feel free to take it. If your head can go down towards your nose, maybe you reach down a little further. Good, then rolling through. And switching legs. Other side now. Coming into your low lunge. Maybe moving the back knee slightly further back so we can keep that tracking of the front leg. You should feel a lengthening through the front of that right hip crease. We used our hip flexors a lot today for our curtsy lunge and retire section. So it's good to give them a nice release. And then coming back, flexing the toes, getting into the hamstrings after our bridges. Again, you might have a soft bend if you need it, or maybe you're coming forwards, folding further over the legs. Well done, just one more breath here. Then we'll bring the knees together, come to a nice comfortable cross-legged seat, and we'll finish with one deep breath here together. Inhale, reach the arms up high, and exhale, bring your hands together at the heart. Take a second to appreciate the time you spent today for yourselves. Well done. See you next time.